Hey everyone, it's BigSmoons with a Platinum Review, where I talk about the games that I have the Platinum Trophy or 100% on and what it took to get there. I also review the games based on the amount of fun I had. If you could turn back time, could you make things right? Murder, mystery, and time travel come together in this episodic adventure. Let's get started. Life is Strange is a third-person adventure game and was developed by Don't Nod Entertainment and released in 2015. The game was originally split into 5 episodes and released across the year of 2015, with the first episode coming in January and the last in October. The original Life is Strange kicked off what's been a fairly successful franchise. I've only played the original, but the games are offered as part of the PlayStation Plus's catalog, so I will be checking them all out. Players jump into the shoes of Maxine Caulfield.
Max. Never Maxine.
She has started attending Blackwell Academy in her hometown, Arcadia Bay. Max is a photographer and loves her photography instructor. The school is littered with students that Max can interact with. Some of these interactions are meaningful. There is a group called the Vortex Club at the school that seems to consist mostly of the upper class. However, they all seem to be terrible people. Your two biggest adversaries are Nathan and Victoria, and also the giant tornado that's coming to Arcadia Bay to wipe it out. I should mention that Max has a vision/nightmare that kicks off the game. A giant storm is coming, and Max is watching it approach from the nearby lighthouse. She wakes up in her photography class in the middle of a lecture from the teacher, Mr. Jefferson. Max has an affinity for him, and photography is a big part of her personality and functions as a gameplay mechanic. Leaving class, Max heads into the bathroom, where she sees a butterfly fly across the room. A very on-the-nose nod to the butterfly effect. While here, Max witnesses Nathan shoot a girl. Max throws up her hand and wakes up back in Mr. Jefferson's class. It's at this point she discovers that she can rewind time. She returns to the bathroom and prevents the girl from being shot. It turns out that this girl is her childhood friend Chloe. After Max moved away, Chloe formed a relationship with a girl named Rachel Amber, who can be seen on the missing persons posters around campus. This spurs a 5-episode-long investigation to learn what happened to Rachel Amber. This investigation is the most interesting part of the game, and it's the overall through line. However, the game can drag along with some cringe dialogue and teenage drama.
Of course, it's one of the best photography programs in the country. And my favorite teacher, Mark Jefferson.
So you came back to Arcadia for a teacher, not your best friend?
Don't you think I'm happy to see you?
No. You were happy to wait 5 years without a call or even a text.
As people who watch my videos know, I don't spoil games regardless of how old they are, because it may always be someone's first time playing. The actual mystery part of the game is really good, and there are enough little clues sprinkled along the way that you could make a decent stab at solving it. I will say that the game makes a big deal about the choices you make, and in this case, they do carry weight. The game progresses to the same conclusion regardless, but the path you take to get there is your own. There are characters who can die if you can make certain choices, or fail to make certain choices. A lot of the time, you can rewind time to make a different choice, but after you leave that area, your choice is set. The game holds up about as well as a PlayStation 3 game is expected. I've played the PlayStation 4 remastered version, and the major issue I had performance-wise is the lip syncing. It really pulls you out of the experience. The voice actors for all of the characters do a great job with the script given. Maybe I'm just getting old, but the dialogue here made me roll my eyes more than once. The soundtrack here is great though. A bunch of indie music tracks are diegetic, playing from sound systems found across the game. The music really puts you into the space of the characters, and I love a good indie rock track. I give Life is Strange a 5 out of 10 for fun. It has an interesting story with interesting characters, but is marred by cringy dialogue and poor lip syncing. The actual gameplay pieces are sometimes vague and slow moving. For example, there is a section in a junkyard where you have to locate 5 glass bottles for target practice. You can spend several minutes mindlessly wandering around this open area to attempt to locate these bottles. The world building is great, but the walking around sections can be tedious. Eventually, Max may give you very small hints that hopefully lead you in the right direction. Due to the problems I had with the game, it resulted in a middling experience for me. This is not to say that this entry has turned me off of the series as a whole. It was the developer's first outing at the Life is Strange story, and I will be playing, and hopefully getting the platinum, on the other games in the series. I've not seen any reviews for them, nor tried any of them on my own, as of this date. But I am interested in the storytelling, and I hope the game's improved with time.
I believe you, Warren. I'll believe anything this week.
Let's talk trophies. There are 61 total trophies, including the platinum. There are only 5 that you're guaranteed to get from start to finish. Playing through without a guide, it would be very difficult to get the platinum. Each episode has 10 optional photos, and you get a trophy for each one of them, and an additional trophy for collecting all 10. None of these are particularly difficult, and your in-game journal provides you with clues for each one. These clues can be vague, but it may give you a good idea what you need to accomplish. Honestly, it may just be in your best interest to follow a guide to get them all in one playthrough.
How sad.
Thankfully, the developers were nice enough to offer a collectible playthrough that you can use after you beat the episodes. This allows you to quickly skip through all the talking parts of the game to mop up the pictures you missed. Without this feature, I would not recommend a second playthrough for the collectibles. However, it does not add that much time to go back and get them when you're able to jump forward through the cutscenes.
Max,
Life is Strange requires no video game skill, and there aren't any missable trophies based on your story choices. Because all the trophies can be achieved in a single playthrough, or with the use of collectible mode, I recommend you get that platinum. Thanks for watching, everyone. 2023 has been insanely hectic for me already. I'm finding less time to focus on writing scripts and balancing that with my full-time job. I'm going to continue to put these videos out whenever I have the time to put them together. Thank you for everyone who's remained patient with me and stuck around. As always, be good to yourself.